Hello everybody and welcome back to this Let's Play of Force of Virtue. I'm joined by Jack and Sam once again, and this is the second of a little mini campaign that Jack is inflicting upon us. I think inflicting is the right word.
Yes, I'd say so. So in the torturous ordeals that you have gone through. So first, the Duchess is trying to grab a little bit of blackmail material on the Borgias and the mercenary that she hired, who is a disaffected Borgia mercenary, a certain sharp fellow Riccardo Fillo and his chosen men, are helping her acquire the means to retake Cyprus from the Ottomans. The Cardinal della Rovere is also looking for blackmail material. In the last one, you managed to find the information on the drop-off point. It turns out they're moving the secret weapon that the Borgias will be using to try and achieve the papacy via convoy moving through the Esquilino Hills. But the Rovere, with his greater amount of resources, has been able to get there first and attack it. And you're coming up to the aftermath of this destroyed convoy, and you're trying to find and talk to 3 survivors and find out what the secret weapon is, where it's going, and generally what the crack is.
Okay, so filth has happened and my poor little convoy has been ambushed. So what is the objective for the scenario then? So
you have 3 NPCs you're trying to interact with, persuade them. Now that's something that the Duchess is particularly good at.
Okay.
Now, well, either you've managed to wait while until they've left a little bit and then try and get it, and then you'll be the defenders, or it's there, or you're trying to take it away. Now, you'll place the 3 since Sam placed last time, and then Sam will get to choose attacker or defender.
Okay, so what are the rules for placing the...
They have to be more than 8 inches away.
From each other. Yeah.
From each other, okay. But beyond that, no...
Nothing in particular.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, since I don't know who's coming in and where they're coming in from, I feel it behooves me to spread people out somewhat.
So it's position. So one party will start within 6 inches of the center of the board, and the other party, the attackers, will be within 3 inches of any board edge.
Oh, okay. Okay. In that case, I will really spread them out a lot. I will put somebody
An attacker will have to get 2 out of 3 to win.
Now, careful, because there's both pretty close to this side. So if the attacker deploys on this side, they can get to 2 objectives pretty quickly, and they only need 2 out of 3.
Oh, okay.
So you might want to spread them out a bit more, so it's harder to get to.
Hop him down by the convoy and keep his friend far away. Right.
Right. So.
Choice is yours.
Yes. I think I will defend in this case.
Makes sense narratively as well, yes?
Yeah. I've plundered the convoy and I'm trying to hunt down the last witnesses. And as I lost the last game, I have 11 cards to your 12.
Yes.
So I do have a choice of...
So yes, since he has lower cards, he can take cards from the scenario deck, taking situational advantages, to even out his, because otherwise, if he didn't have a chance of an even odds, he'd just retreat in the first place.
So, Torrential Rain is a card I play before deployment. So, this means that all range weapons have -1 to hit, and all gunpowder weapons crit fail on 1s and 2s.
Oh,
or are you going with Smokescreen?
I think I'll stick with Torrential Rain.
Yeah, so Sam could have also, there's a variety of different cards that Sam could have chosen. He could have chosen to try and negate the bonuses of your guns. Rain is one, smoke screens would be another, which we know that they use. There's several military manuals of the time that suggest using smoke screens. And I think you, rather than taking the workman from last time, you chose one from your core deck, which was the Relic Bearer, right?
Exactly. I have the Cardinal himself acting as a Relic Bearer to rally his men and make sure they do the deed.
Okay. Right. We'll move on to deployment, and we'll be back in just 1 second when we're ready to start. Okay, we are deployed and ready to kick off. So we have a gentleman here to talk to, one over here, and then I've got my veteran arquebusiers here, I've got Ricardo and his on this flank. My Duchess sweeping in from the rear, and all the filthy Swiss are in the middle. Looking particularly filthy and very Swiss.
Okay. So in a position deployment, the defender deploys all of his first, and then you got to deploy yours from the edge. And you also get first action.
Now, it's a big one, isn't it? I think, for the purposes of this, I need to shake down 2? Or
yes, 2.
2 off, okay. Right, well, let's start to put pressure on that in some way. I feel like Duchess might start moving for this one. So we'll give a little move order there to start the ball rolling. And because I don't trust myself, I mean, she moves quite quickly anyway, but I don't want her outpacing her bodyguard. So I'll go for a 2 dice check. I'll use one audacity and 1 prudence. And hopefully I won't double 1 there.
Prudent move.
Could be. Additional 2 inches either way.
Grand.
So 8 inches for herself, 7 for her. Oh no, because I've upgraded their armor. They got the light armor, so 6 inches for them. And the knight, majestic 4 inches. I mean, he'll catch up eventually. 8 would almost get her in, but not quite. So with that in mind, we'll just move the 6. I don't want some pikeman charging around the corner and stabbing my Duchess to death. So she can sit in behind and the bodyguard can follow up. Huffing and puffing in the back.
Right. Well, there's not much I can do about that fellow, but I definitely need to fight over this banker, looks like, with his sack of cash there, walking away from the scene. So I'll activate my bannerman and move my whole group over. Just try to. So I'll do a 1 dice audacity. What could go wrong?
Famous last words.
Wow.
Oh, show off.
Ooh.
So
if you end within 6 inches of an enemy capo with an audacity move crit, they'll have to roll a die for each virtue attached, and any ones will burn a virtue. So that means that one will be removed until they rally again. And if that has some pretty nasty effects, as we saw in the last game.
I try and move him his full 6 inches up. These fellows are going to have a bit of trouble here. I might move this.
Move the roof, no worries.
Just so I can get a better look at things. So 7 inches for this fella. 7 inches for this fella. And bend around a bit.
Thankfully, even with their massively long pig stickers, I don't think they're going to get into range of my lovely Duchess.
No.
And then
And those
full 9 inches.
Pavese guys with the spear and shield are excellent at screening objectives. They can, because of that free defense dice, if you start investing a little bit in defense dice, they're very hard to shift.
Okay. So you're done. I do feel like I should put pressure somewhere else. But, I mean, while the going's good, I should probably push past and attempt to cut you off from that objective. So I feel like another move may be coming your way.
Makes sense?
Yeah. A high roll would be great. Will I invest 2 dice in it?
I'm not sure you can invest 2 dice. You did a 2 dice movement last time, and you'll have 3 faith on
I
those.
got 3 on those, so it can only be a 1. So, I think I might go with prudence, because if I get a crit, It's an additional free defense die.
You could fail, though. You'll move directly away from the enemy.
Yeah, but I'm not going to fail.
We'll see.
No, 100%. I know I'm not going to fail.
That's...
You have very little faith in my Duchess and her men. See? See?
I just know the temperament of this game tends to be those who make boasts tend to run foul of fortune, as I've found out many a time.
Okay. So we will push to there. My bodyguard will push up his 4 inches again. Well done, you. And the Duchess will just come up here and go, hello. How are you?
Biscuit.
Keep well? Good, good. I'm so
The
glad.
secret to her persuasion, she offers them biscuits.
It's, I mean, what would you do for Garibaldi? Huh? It's the way it goes. All right, filthy Swiss.
All right, so
What are you going to throw me? Have you considered surrender? Just throw it out there.
It worked for him last time.
Well, his mercenaries might be willing to throw in the towel, but with the cardinal there, I think they're more wary of their reputation. So for now, he'll probably chuck the fanatic and mercenaries in there before they have any second thoughts. So I will go with 1 fortitude and 1 speed, and move everyone in for a charge. So let's have a look here.
No, fortitude.
Nice.
It's very dull.
2 in the D3, it's grand. Just chuck the, he's magnetizing again. Check the, martyr in there.
See how eager he is. Even
Yes.
the model.
He's trying to establish dominance by climbing onto the other model's base. And keep my pikemen back while the fanatic takes all the heat. And
Worked for him last time.
wow!
But
until he
now
died.
he's
But
got a couple new cards now, right? He's got the symbol of the true faith.
yes. So his 4+ wound save has gone up to a 2+.
Right. Oh, I'm going to have to pin him down and stab him up brightly to get him dead. That's okay. We can do that. All right. So if I want to shake down that survivor to see if they've got information, how do we go about that?
Well, normally a couple would roll 6 dice and then try and get a straight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if it's it's an easy objective like this is, they only need a straight of 3.
Okay.
Normally a couple roll 6. She has she can roll 9 dice, one rolling a persuade, which this is.
Okay. So I just need any 3 die in sequence. So 2, 3, 4 would be fine. Any et al. So yes, I will activate her for her final action. 2, 4, 6, 8. I do another one. Is it 9?
9, sorry.
It's all right. I need all the help I can get. Do 9 ones count as a straight? Not a million miles away. There's a 1 and a 2, but no 3. But a 4, 5, and a 6 will do the job.
Yes, it will.
So yeah, so even a 6, 1, 2 would count.
Oh, because
it wraps
round. Okay, nice. Nice. So successful.
Yes. So you gathered some information.
He's told me something.
Yes. The Garibaldi was successful.
Does he stay on the table? Can he then be persuaded from the?
No. Once he's been persuaded, that's it. The information is no longer that relevant. Right now, he's defending, so he just has to try and stop you from doing it.
Okay.
I can stab him, but that just makes me feel better. It's not anything.
If you don't stab him, I will, because he's told me what I need to know, and I don't want you finding out. So just cut his throat.
If you want to, you can have you can narratively remove him from the board.
100%. He's being. You say narratively removing. He's done his bit. He's done his bidding, and
the Cyprus Liberation Delegation thanks you for your service.
Yeah. We don't need you anymore. You've been a great help, and we'll tell your family you died with honor. Okay. That's her action. The only other person who could activate in there is my knight. He's not going to at the moment.
All right, so I will go ahead and declare my fight. So have a go at your skirmishes there.
Yeah, I thought you might. Okay.
So you still have your free defense dice from your shields, and you have 1 virtue from your last move, which you can put in defense or attack as you choose.
Oh, I'll put it into defense. Don't forget, I got a free defense dice because I critted on that move in.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, well done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't think I'm going to forget that in a hurry. So I've got 2 defense dice right off the bat, and yes, the other die will be going into defense as well.
All right. Well, let's.
I could try and stab your zealot to death, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm worried about the pike doing me up first.
Grand. So let's have a look for.
Moving from left to right.
Yep. Let's have a look at that first fellow there. Stabbing away.
Stabbing.
That's just a regular hit. So you got 3 defense dice for your goal.
Defending on 4s.
Yep.
Barely. That's why I need the 3s. Next up.
All right. Then next fellow in the middle, pike. Gets a 6.
Ooh. A crit needed to block.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No
That's
crit,
a bad
so
miss.
that one goes through. I will go ahead and roll the extra attack.
Yep.
It's a miss. But that's 1 good hit on
Okay,
fellow in the middle.
on the middle guy.
Yep. So that crit success from speed and attack means you get to generate another attack. And now you have to roll an armor save for that, since you didn't that hit. Since you didn't pair.
4 up for the armor. Oh, I've seen the crit there and it fell off. I will have to burn a virtue.
Mm-hmm.
So I shall do so and then roll for his wound. No, he's fine.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, loves
It's
it.
a nice little dueling scar. The ladies will love it.
Yes. It's all about the scars. And the
Yeah.
last pike.
Mm-hmm. So last pikeman there does get another crit.
Terrible. And what's that one do for
What
me?
have you been feeding them?
At this point, they're just high on the revenge.
Nope, it gets through as well.
So with this crit, I can push forward,
Mhm.
which in this case, I want to stay back. Stay
No.
behind my fanatic.
Don't
So
want to move forward. It's
I'll,
terrible.
yeah.
Okay. So my armor says fine.
That's grand then. And then the fanatic have 1 last go. It's just a regular hit. So likely parried, but we'll see if you roll terribly.
That is my middle name. Oh no,
Nope,
where were
not
they
today.
earlier when the crits were coming?
Tut, tut, tut.
Right.
Right. So that's my action.
Yeah, no attacks back from me. What a terrible shame. Totally worth it though. Havis fellows that they are. Right. Who wants some? Halberdiers there. I think I might move. 1 die move. Yeah. Yes, I will use my speed to move my veterans. That was interesting. 3 inches. They're like whippets. They are. 8. 8 on the run. Am I going to go full 8? No, because those halberdiers are too close.
You could, if you moved up to that, you could just shoot over that hedge without any penalty.
And it's also into the short range band if I get
Yes.
to there.
Ooh, enfilading fire. With your
Flanking that
veterans of
bannerman.
the Long War, in fact.
Yes,
Ooh, dear.
that could be interesting for all who's out there.
Mm.
Okay.
And I'm in a fork here, as I could try and run my veterans over to deal with them,
Oh yes, please do.
but that does leave that objective
Yeah.
completely free.
Don't
So
worry about him.
Yeah,
I
think you
will
probably
have
have to
to-
deal with them, because
Yeah.
otherwise...
So what I'll go ahead and do to make sure I can try and get over there, I'll do a 2 dice fortitude action with those veterans, and they'll try and slam themselves in behind that cart there, like it's Saving
Do me a
Private
favor,
Ryan.
double ones.
There's my 6.
Very much not double ones.
And that means that dice doesn't count as being spent, and
Yeah.
one faith also doesn't count as being spent.
So I think up to here is about 4 inches. And going down that slope is probably difficult terrain, which means it'll count double. But
Or you're just
with
diving
8 inches movement,
straight into the gully.
yes, that's still 2 inches down, which will get me behind that cart.
Well, that's no fun.
Throw their backs into the cart as the veterans train their guns on them.
Are there levels of terrain? So obviously when I was firing before and they were concealed behind a hedge in the first game, there was one defense die. The fact that it's a big wooden wagon, does it change anything? Or
It
is it
wouldn't
still just gonna
wouldn't change anything.
Okay.
Now the question is whether they have line of sight.
Possibly not.
So they would need to have line of sight. They would need to be able to see the head or body.
Okay.
Now, Sam, before you finish your roll, do you want to check whether you mean to move them out of line of sight?
Yes, I
So,
did,
yeah,
so I'll
just-
make sure to, he's going to poke around the corner to see, oh, there's a load of guys with guns there, and shift a bit. So we can see his feather, but...
He does care about the feather, but I don't think it's going to kill him if you shoot it.
Yeah. Just his ego, but...
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Well, when they're there, I think my veterans are going to take a shot. There's no time like the present. They're hiding behind that. I don't care what they do. At the moment, until they present a target. Yeah. So we're going to go with these into here with my remaining 2 virtues. So, yeah, prudent shots. And let's hope this works out well for me.
Now, if you crit succeed with one of those prudence on one of those shots, you'll be able to choose your target. So you might be able to take out the banner bearer.
Yes.
Oh, that would be good.
If he goes, that entire squad will go.
My intrigue.
Yes.
Can I use that any stage? Or
Yes.
does it have to be when the Duchess is on the go?
Nope. At any point.
I'm going to... Ooh, I don't know. How good is the Cardinal? Oh, no, because that's Capo. It has to be the banner bearer.
Yes.
Okay, right. In that case.
And the Cardinal is just a relic bearer in this case. He's not actually in direct control of the troops, so
Fine.
it wouldn't matter.
In that case, we will pop that on just in case, because you never know your luck. However, because it's raining, I'm going to be at a...
Could be hitting on 5s.
So I'm going to be hitting on 5s, and I critically fail on a 1 or a 2,
Yes.
but I critically succeed on a 5 or a 6.
Yes.
So I hit. It's a crit. Be lucky.
So yeah, crits only, but we'll
Be
see.
lucky
2
for
dice.
me. Is the rain just a standard modified to 5 then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just modifies your hit by -1. So because of it, that is a miss.
That is a miss. My second shot, though. That's
Double crit.
very much a hit.
Well, crit or crit, your choice.
I think I would pick the crit, please. I think I will pick your banner bearer's face.
Makes sense.
So, yeah.
See, normally he has 3+ armor. That will go to a 5+ because of the guns. So let's see if... Nope. Go through his armor.
Oh dear. Normally you're wounded on a...
5+.
But because of the intrigue,
Goes up to a 6+. Yep.
don't do it. Ho, 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 ho.
Because of that,
I'm glad I went all intriguey.
because I will literally lose this entire flank,
Yes.
I can just hunt for a 6. I can burn another virtue. So I'll have to burn 1 for the first fail, burn a second one to reroll, hope for the 6. Nope.
Oh!
So Bannerman goes down.
Oh, that's
Yes.
a bad miss.
So this is a game where if you manage to get outmaneuvered, things can go downhill pretty quickly.
So these fellows don't have any more virtue. At the end of this round, they're just going to scram.
oh, that's
The
a
Cardinal's going to stand there for a second yelling at them, realize they don't speak Italian, and then he's going to run.
It's all the hand gestures.
Yeah, only the Bannerman could speak Italian. The rest of them just didn't give a shit,
Right.
honestly.
So unfortunately, that's
Typical
all I can
Swiss
do.
tourists.
That is all I can do, isn't it? Yes. So that's my activation for those 2 guys right there, my veterans. They're amazing. I love them so much. Thank you.
So, well,
Who wants it? Obviously, they all want it, but who's going to get it?
now this is where I might retreat, honestly, because I don't. Once this flank flees, the only hope I could have is maybe giving you a bloody nose by killing them. Even if I kill all of them, I won't have enough to kill 50% of your force.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So-
right off the bat, if that does the cardinal go with, or because he's a separate character, will he stay?
Because he's a separate character, he doesn't have any virtue of his own. So I
Right.
didn't decide to give him any, so he actually can't do anything here. So this case
The only people who would stay would
are
be
the
the
veterans.
veterans.
So yeah,
Yeah. At which point, discretion is the better part of valor, because if you wait to the end of the turn, you don't get even a single card for the losing, because over 50% of your group is gone.
If they've flown the field,
Yes.
they don't count as dead.
Okay.
If you find them in the pub later, they're not
Oh, that's
technically
okay.
dead.
All right.
and they'll still claim their pay even though they didn't fight at all, because
Well, the
I
only,
would.
the only person who's there to say that they fled, unfortunately, has been shot in the face. So,
Yeah.
it's their word against whoever happens to find them, and that's a good way of going. So, discretion, the better part of valor.
I believe so.
Oh my God, 2 for 2. This is so unlike me. That's a bloody twisted turn of fate. We shall be back in just one moment to talk about the campaign. Okay, we're all read up. We've been through the decks and selected some upgrades for my delightful people. Now, I've been gifted another knight because I liked my first one so much. I thought a friend is always good. Bob Ross tells us everybody needs a friend. So
They do.
a second clanking bodyguard is always handy.
Yep, you got, due to your swift tactical maneuvering and tad of luck, you have managed to deliver a crippling blow and take he's retreated, leaving you the field, and you have taken 0 casualties, so you're definitely above the 50%, so you get 2 cards.
Smashing. So after my knight, then I've got a choice of either another Veterans of the Long War, and I mean,
It worked.
it worked beautifully. It worked so well. Although, to be fair, I did roll 2 6s for that.
So you didn't...
So
It's the spirit of the thing.
It's the spirit of it. They were very much veterans, though. But this, if I'm using this, it's only on their own virtue, is it?
Yes.
So
They need to be veterans or Ricardo to use it. Or
okay, so I mean, it could be okay for Ricardo firing off anyway. He's got a better to hit, and then maybe sniping people, or I can go for copious alcohol, which I can attach to 2 cards, and all models crit fail with audacity on a 1 or a 2, and crit succeed in a 5 or a 6. So they're Dutch couraged up, shall we say?
so you could spread it over the 2 knights or the skirmishers and
I never even thought about giving it to the knights. two liquored up. I was thinking the skirmishers, but now you say liquor up the 2 knights. I mean, right there. I think veterans, it was nice, but we know where that one's going. Yeah. They're lubricated in every sense. Both their armor and their insides are well lubricated. So that'll stand me in good stead for the next campaign game. What have you got for yourself?
Well, with
Is it a
my...
helmet with a face guard?
And at this rate, I need more offense. So I am going to reinforce my Fanatic's cross there, give it some extra rebar, put some nails through it, and I'll say it counts as a poleaxe. So that'll give me 2 extra armor penetration in melee, so I can hopefully get through those knights, canoper them.
That sounds like a good way to go. Right, so we're all squared away. I've managed to reclaim the survivors and take the field, and we're going to push on for the final game in our little mini campaign. We'll see you then. If you've got any questions, drop them below. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.